10
9 8
7
6
5
4
2
1
Shunya.
Hello, and Ya Ali Madad. My name is Ali Khan Sarathia, and I have the distinct pleasure of being your host for the opening ceremonies for the August edition of Connect from Nairobi, Kenya. But before we get started, I just wanted to point out Safina Qasim from Canada, who is translating this into American Sign Language in that little box over there. She's going to be in the corner throughout with me through the ceremonies. Man, I cannot begin to express how thrilled I am to be here with you. In fact, it makes me tingle with excitement. Your turn. Look, I hope you have your cameras on because this is where we have the audience participation. Put your hands up if you're excited to be here. Hey, come on, don't be shy. Excellent. Now, you all can't see each other, but there are over 900 of you participating and hundreds of volunteers watching live right now from over 30 countries across the world. I know now you're eager to get on with the show and you're thinking to yourself, who is this guy and why is he our MC? Well, I will tell you, but right after these two people who have been preparing for months and can't wait to meet you, let's send it over to Nazmina and Ali, your managing directors, to kick things off.
Ya Ali Madad. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Camp Connect.
Bienvenue, Khosh Amadeen, Ahlan wa Sahlan, Karabuni. Welcome to Camp Connect.
Mwalimu Ali and myself, along with a team of volunteers, are pleased to launch Camp Build's two themes of arts and culture and climate change and environmental action, both priorities that are near and dear to our Imam's heart.
Including the recently concluded Camp Aspire, we have had over 2,000 participants from over 40 countries join us for Camp Connect since July of 2020. The impact on our participants and volunteers has been tremendous, and we can't wait for you to experience what Connect has to offer. Mwalimu Nazmina, why don't you tell everyone about the Climate Change and Environmental Action Camp?
Absolutely. We will be going on a journey to explore one of the most pressing issues of our time. Not only will we learn how climate change is affecting communities around the world, but we will be building skills and creating innovative pathways to take action. We will travel to India, Madagascar, Tajikistan, and Canada to see the work of the AKDN in sustainable farming, water harvesting, green energy, and urban development. But more importantly, we will be meeting our brothers and sisters from around the world and having a good time along the way. Ali, I hope you are planning something fun for arts and culture.
We sure are. The Arts and Culture Camp will aim to spark creativity and allow us to explore many fascinating aspects of the arts and culture space. We'll take part in workshops led by artists, musicians, and photographers, just to name a few, and we'll go on virtual field trips to Afghanistan, Egypt, and Toronto, as we have the opportunity to learn about the Aga Khan Trust for Culture's fantastic initiatives around the world. Through all this, we'll bond and interact as we have the opportunity to make lifelong connections as we learn about one another and reflect on our amazing experiences.
Wow, as you can see, we are ready to embark on a fun-filled week of engaging, interacting, and learning from our participants, Yavars, Mwalimus, and faculty. This is one of our few opportunities to learn and collaborate with our brothers and sisters from around the world.
We encourage you to make the most out of this unique and exciting opportunity. Have an open mind, express yourself, and most of all, have fun.
We are so pleased to have the privilege of introducing someone who a lot of us consider to be a true gem to Ismaili youth development. We both have had the pleasure of working under Mwalimu Zara's leadership, not only this year for Connect, but for the past many years within the various Ismaili camps, including my first experience with Mwalimu Muzara at Camp Mosaic in 1996.
Mwalimu Muzara is the executive officer of Global Encounters, a newly formed Jamaati institution formed by Maulana Hazar Imam. Mwalimu Muzara has been with Global Encounters camps since their inception in 2012. But most importantly, she is the parent of two amazing children. Mwalimu Muzara, take it away.
Yali Madid and Eid Mubarak. Welcome to Connect. We are so glad that you're here. My dear friends and colleagues, Mwalimu Ali and Mwalimu Nazmina shared with you all of the exciting things that we have in store for this week. Whether you're an explorer, an artist, an environmentalist, a creator, an activist, or someone who just wants to be a sponge and soak it all in this week, we hope that you'll find passion and a community of friends here at Connect. When I was thinking about what I was going to say today, I actually went to some of our alumni to ask what words of advice they might have for people that are new to Connect. And they said a couple of things. The first is make the most of every day. We have amazing workshop leads. We have an amazing group of AKDN institutions that will be with us. We have an incredible group of mentors. Make sure that you get to know folks and spend time with your global family. Make the most of every minute. The second is to make space and take space. So what does that mean? So make space, that means be a really good listener. Take time to really hear from the people in your groups, from the leaders that will be in here meeting with you, and really, give space to others. And the second is to take space. So don't be shy. Make sure that you also share your voice and your excitement and your dreams and fears too. It'll be a great environment if we all can make space and take space for each other. Before I end, I wanted to do two more things. First of all, I want to thank our volunteers. We have some of the most talented artists, educators, professionals that are serving this week as facilitators, as workshop leads, as faculty, as mwalimus. Actually, right now we have an incredible group of tech gurus who are working behind the scenes, even during this very ceremony. So thank them for all that they're doing when you see them throughout the week. We hope that you enjoy your time here, exploring, creating, and gathering, and we can't wait to see you in the Zoom room.
Are you feeling more inspired? I know I am. A big thank you to the MDs and Zara for all the words of wisdom. Now, like I promised you, I would share my story. So here it goes. As I'd mentioned earlier, I am Ali Khan Sarathia, and I was born and raised in Nairobi, Kenya. Moved to Calgary, Canada to finish my high school and then my business administration. Then moved to Switzerland to do my hospitality and events management, and all this wasn't for me. It was my so-called fallback. Why? Because, see, from day one, I've always known I was meant to be in entertainment, but I was told you were either a lawyer, a doctor, or a failure. And by that definition, I was already a failure. So, ignoring all of this, ignoring the world, I packed my bags, went to India to be the star, live my dream. But quickly, I realized it was not as easy as I thought. Competing with millions and getting continuously rejected, I slipped into what I think now was depression. Moving back to Kenya, lost my drive. I went to work 9 to 5, killed my soul, my flame, a day at a time, and soon enough I hit rock bottom, and I asked myself, is this it? I asked myself, I've always wanted to do something to leave a mark, that when I leave, the world was slightly a better place. But I had hit rock bottom, and at that point, I asked myself one question. Are you going to accept defeat and say, this is who I am, and this is who I always will be? Or two, Where you are now is not where you are going to be tomorrow, to fight with hope that one moment will change everything. And that is what I did. One moment. And the moment I chose that latter, everything started opening up. My celebrity impressions, stand-up comedy started getting recognized. I became the breakfast presenter on national radio. I started acting and producing in over half a dozen theatricals, and now currently working on films. I mean, the world will always tell you you can't do something. Don't let them tell you you can't do something. Okay? I mean, they can't do it. They tell you you can't do it. Don't listen to them. Each one of us has a flame, and it's important for us to never let it die. No matter what you have been through, what you are going through. Whatever the journey, you are here to make a difference. To be the best for you and for the world. Make a difference so that when you leave the world, you leave the world a better place. So that's me. As you go through this journey over the next week, I encourage you to share your unique story with fellow participants. This is your opportunity to connect with Ismaili peers from around the world, to explore new interests, develop passion, and learn new skills. And speaking about new skills, that's exactly what this next segment is supposed to do. Make sure you watch carefully, because over the next week, we want you to practice this and watch how every small act, culminates into something big. One seed transforming into a garden. Yep. But right now, it is introducing Mobin Mirshahi from Iran.
I want to just tell you about the process of planting a tree, not a tree, a seed. I want to just give you some more details about what I've done before planting these into the actually earth. I put it in the water in order to let the roots improve more than let them have some more strength. And we just dig the earth for having more, like 2-3 centimeters more than the length of root, due to let the roots have enough space in order to improve and actually be alive, stay alive. So now I will just take this out and put it into the earth, and with the whatever. You will just put it and just add some pressure on it in order to let this grass be on shape, and yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Momin. How great was that? This just goes to show that each of us has the ability to make change happen in the world, irrespective of the resources we have access to. I'm super excited to see the results of the seed of change we have planted here today. Now, when you applied to connect, you answered a call. You said you wanted to inspire hope and positivity in a time of need. Now, question is, what will you do with this opportunity? All of you are change makers. Through your art, through your activism, you have a voice and the power to create change. Dream, believe, and reach the sky. Wait, I think I'm stealing that from somewhere. Oh, yeah, alright. That's stuck in my head because coming up next, we have the one, the only Farah Mita with a very special message just for you. Over to you, Farah.
The time is now, let it begin. Let's join our hands and together we'll win. Come show your strength, come show your love, and celebrate all the things that you dreamed
bienvenue, marhaba, jambo, hola, salam, and ya alimadat. My name is Farah Mita. I am an artist, creative entrepreneur, singer, songwriter, healer, and founder of Firefly World. And I am so honored to be the keynote today so that I can share with you my journey, the impact my faith has had on my life's purpose, and why I'm creating a world full of fireflies. So let's rewind to when I was a super emotional and sensitive kid going through all sorts of normal kid drama. From fighting with my parents for more freedom, felt like I had no real friends, boy problems, and a ton of insecurities. I would lock myself in my room and sing and write to vent out all these emotions I had no idea what to do with. And then on top of my own problems, world problems affected my emotional self so deeply. Especially racism, suicide, and inequality were all phenomena that left me feeling so helpless. I then realized that the artists and the songs that I was listening to, they were my best friends. They were how I coped. And then I could see that music, especially pop music, was such a powerful way to build a platform to influence trends, shift global consciousness, and heal millions of people at the same time. And thus, my desire, ambition, and purpose was born. But my life took a bit of a detour. Being a professional artist at the time was understandably not encouraged and seemed like a total long shot. So I went down the academic route that led me to a medical school interview that was life-changing. The middle-aged British woman sitting across from me seemed thoroughly impressed that by the age of 23, I had my bachelor's and master's degree in physical therapy and was running the PT department in a busy downtown Toronto wellness center. She thought I was the perfect fit, but my heart was sinking deeper and deeper into my feet, and I started praying that I didn't get in. Who prays that they don't get into med school? But my energy was at an all-time low, and my complaining about it was at an all-time high. And I had to make a deal with myself that if I didn't get in, I would finally pursue my creative journey. And so I did, just to see what would happen. I went down this more authentic roller coaster of a ride. Now, to call it a roller coaster feels like the understatement of the year. I am so fortunate that before I embarked on this unpredictable journey, I had a stable career to support me, and I had the values of being raised as Smiley so that I could constantly come back to my why, specifically living a life of purpose, service, and the deep inner spiritual search. Because when you're a creative, you have to get in touch with the deepest, sometimes darkest parts of you. You have to be willing to bare your insides for the world to see and connect to. You have to be willing to shatter, relearn, embrace yourself and your identity over and over again, all while having the patience and groundedness to go against the norm, never really knowing what's going to happen. But when you realize that creativity is spirituality, that to be creative, you have to connect to your creator and let your spirit flow and speak through you, you have access to a powerful tool to heal and to contribute. So my dream has always been to take these beautiful messages and values and find ways to bring them to the masses in a more commercially accessible way. And every step of my journey seems to be converging into creating my own world where I can creatively express everything that I've learned. Firefly World is a brand, community, and mission that ignites people to be fireflies. So what is a firefly? A firefly is somebody who shines as the brightest version of themselves. A firefly is somebody who recognizes that if we were to turn off all the lights in the world, you wouldn't see race, gender, color, religion, socioeconomic status, or sexual preference. All you would see is the light in the other person, which is the same light in you. And a firefly knows that in order to shine bright, you must help others shine brighter. And so it's my hope that I have ignited even the smallest spark in you to be ready to go be a big, bold, beautiful, bright firefly in whatever path and journey calls to you. That you are ready to unleash your creative self, connect to your spirit. And ultimately, that you are so ready to embark on this journey today, taking full advantage of helping others around you shine brighter and collaborate with people from all over the world. Being an artist has allowed me to extract every single drop that life has offered me and to paint with the vast palette of emotions that as humans, we are blessed to have. And so I invite you, I would love if you would join our journey, our growing community and brand and mission on Instagram at thisisfirefly.world. We need you to help build, bring the wisdom. It's not all about me, it's about all of us helping each other shine. And on that note, I would like to conclude by sharing this very special song that I've written. It's currently unreleased, but it is going to be one of our main Firefly healing anthems. And the whole point of it is to remind us that no matter how dark it gets, no matter what's happening, we always have the choice to shine. Thank you so much for having me today. This is Shine.
It hurts right now. Feels like I could break. Running on empty. Need silence from the flames. Fearing lies from a frozen heart. Fall in love with what you need. Screaming cries from a lonely heart. A shell that used to bleed. And all I wanna do is shine like sunrise on the waves. And all I wanna do is shine. There's beauty in the pain. I know life is for living. There's always something worth feeling for. Gotta break your heart till it opens. Gotta drown in the depth of emotions. Gotta let it go. Fearing lies from a frozen heart. Fall in love with what you need. Screaming cries from a lonely heart. A shell that used to bleed. And all I wanna do is shine like sunrise on the waves. And all I wanna do is shine. There's beauty in the pain. I'm burning bright through the dark, battling my war. There's no escape, and I'm not afraid. Lightning in the storm, love in spite the odds. The world needs you now. Shine like sunrise on the waves. Shine, there's beauty in the pain. Shine like sunrise on the waves. And all I wanna do is shine, shine. There's beauty in the pain.
Isn't her voice just magical? I'm gonna be singing that all day long now. We've transitioned from mung beans to onstage magic. So let's take a look at what's next. Introducing Nazir Sundarji from Switzerland, who's got a few tricks up his sleeve.
Hi, you guys. My name is Nazir Sundarji. I'm from Geneva, Switzerland. I have been interested in magic for a very long time, and little by little I realized that we can use magic like any other art form to transmit a message. Let me try to show you what I mean. Let's talk about climate change. Okay? In here, I will have a symbolic ocean, and we know that with climate change, climate gets hotter, the ocean levels rise. All right? So not only are we creating high water levels, but at the same time, when you look at this water, we are completely abusing the oceans and the environment. They become totally polluted, okay? And as if that's not enough, let me just wipe my hands. Voila. As if that's not enough, we continue to abuse the oceans. For instance, we overfish, we are destroying our coral base, and we still keep pumping industrial waste into our oceans. Totally messing them up. However, we have a choice. If we're very careful and we decide, no, we're not going to put plastics in the water, and we just decide that we're going to take out that plastic and run it through our hands, and we're not going to put industrial waste into the oceans, voila. And we are not going to destroy our coral. If we keep doing this, we can, with all our efforts, we can get rid of all these extra pollutants that we're putting in the ocean, right? Need to keep our hands clean, otherwise it doesn't work, right? I need to have my hands cleaned up. Now, if we were to really make an effort and everybody decides that they are going to take a personal responsibility for the environment, we can even, I think, we can even try to reverse some of the deadly effects of the pollution. Watch what happens to the water. If we keep just mixing it up and cleaning it up, yeah, is it perfect? No. Is it good? Yes. Did we get rid of a lot of the garbage? Did we come back to our original? We didn't come back to the origin, but we did come back enough to be able to see some fish swimming in the water like we found in the canals in Venice during the lockdown. You see this little fish that appeared out of nowhere? Voilà, tu vois? Tu les vois ici? Voilà. Okay, so this is an example of what I was talking about, using magic to transmit some kind of a message that says pollution, water pollution, plastics, wastage is our problem. We need to react so that somewhere we can help the environment. Thank you guys, enjoy the rest of the camp, and we'll see you soon. Okay, bye.
You see what we did there? magical beans to magical voices to just plain magic. Did you enjoy that? I know I did. But we have one last performance for you by a very special group from Pakistan. I don't want to give away too much, but these gentlemen sure know how to tell a story without even saying a word. Take a look. Fantastic! Now, we've heard a few anthems throughout the opening ceremonies today, but we thought it would be appropriate to finish up with the brand new Connect theme song. This song is written for and about you in many different languages, representing the diversity of our global Jamaat. We are truly blessed to have such a strong and talented and united community around the world. Now, as you listen to the song and watch the artists and dancers, share your feelings in the Menti World Cloud. Alright, this is Ali Khan Sarathia and Safina Kasam signing off now. Enjoy your wonderful activities planned for over the next week, and we will see you at the end of the camp. See ya!
I used to look up at the clouds and think they're so unreachable. I wasn't singing to the stars, my voice was inaudible. 'Cause everyone around me taught me to keep my feet on the ground. Oh, but then you showed me where hearts could go to fly above the crowd.